Welcome aboard A Place in the Sun. I'm your Captain Dwight, aboard A Place in the Sun. You'll find on this boat that we have 3 alfresco areas. We have one up on the bow. Which will seat 12. We also have an alfresco area up on the flybridge, and we have an alfresco area on the stern. So a lot of flexibility for your enjoyment. Flybridge for a boat this size is very large. We also have not one but two jacuzzis, and we have a lot of flexibility on the seating around the tables here. So people that like to, say, rotate dinner partners and couples during trips, it's very flexible in that way. We are a crew of 5 to 6, depending on the composition of the guests. If there's more kids and they want an emphasis on keeping an eye on some of the kids in the water, then we change up the crew a little bit and have more emphasis out on deck and less emphasis on the interior. So there's, once again, maximum enjoyment and safety while aboard A Place in the Sun. This boat just completed a 2.5-year refit where the interior was completely replaced. So instead of having a interior and joiner work more consummate with a vessel her age, she has a modern interior. All the soft goods are very new. All the joiner work is very new, and the wallpapers, the stonework are all in excellent shape. We have an on-deck master on this boat, or I should say an on-deck VIP on this boat, which is unique for a boat this size. It offers great views of the anchorage in the morning when you awake, and if you ever want to go up to the bow, it's just outside your stateroom door. We also have 2 jacuzzis on this vessel, which is unique. You can have a large party, or perhaps your children in one jacuzzi and the adults in the other jacuzzi. But once again, the flexibility to have a successful and enjoyable charter. We have a 33-foot tender, which is rigged for fishing, and it's a rather fast tender. It's also got inflatable tubes on the side of it, so that once again we have maximum safety when there are guests boarding or disembarking. So very nice arrangement. My background as a captain, 17 years on the racing yachts, 2 world championships, and then I crossed over to motor yachts in the 90s and continued running motor yachts for another 15 years or so. So I have a well-rounded background in the Med and Southeast Asia, and on the West Coast in the Pacific, from Hawaii to San Francisco to Long Beach to Panama. But my favorite is the Bahamas and the Caribbean, and that's why I've gravitated back towards A Place in the Sun. And it's an owner that wants to stay focused on the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, and the Caribbean. We also have an amazing chef on board. His name is Aaron Byers, and he is just magnificent. He seems to produce excellent meals with little effort, and his presentation is, once again, excellent. So we're very happy to have Aaron Byers on board.
My name is Aaron. I'm the chef on A Place in the Sun, and welcome aboard. And I've been in the business now on and off for 20 years. I started out as a deckhand in mate, and then worked my way up to captain, got out of that, and then I ended up starting the first food truck businesses here in South Florida, and then sold that, then went traveling the world again, got back into boats. After COVID, I come back as chef. So with lots of years of experience traveling the world and cooking and taking classes from all corners of the globe. I'm back on boats and chartering. So a lot of my food spans from all over the world because I traveled to over 110 countries in the past 20 years.
Yeah.
And a lot of Asian-inspired
Worked with them
food,
for
a lot of coastal
3 years.
cuisine, a lot of fusion. My food truck was a fusion of tacos and burritos, kind of in a 5-star environment with lots of fish and lobsters and mismatches of different flavors. And so I've just incorporated that more into fine dining and now into the yachts. And as you can see, we did a little baking this morning. We've got some banana bread, which is one of my go-tos. It's basically how I bribe our marinas and pay for parking sometimes with my banana bread. So you've got either white chocolate or dark chocolate. I put some coffee in there, cinnamon, vanilla, all kinds of fun little secret stuff. And obviously the chocolate almond cookies, and then little fun, you know, sausage, egg, and cheese little muffins. And why not throw in a little apple strudels and yeah, fruit platters. So yeah, basically I like to accommodate to my guests. So they give us a preference sheet, but I like to, the day of, really talk to my guests and find out what they're in the mood for. Have they eaten too much? Let's eat light tonight. Let's go heavy. Let's do a barbecue. So it's a little more impromptu. So I like to really accommodate to the guests for that day and that moment. So it's a lot of work, but it pays off.
We have a completely new sound system, which we've changed over. Very flexible, very easy to use. Most people are familiar with the Sonos system. We bought top-of-the-line Sonos, and you can come on board with your favorite playlists and connect anywhere on the vessel, whether it be the flybridge, the forward salon, the aft deck, and have hi-fi audiophile quality sound. We have smart TVs in every stateroom. We have large screen TVs in the forward salon and in the aft salon here, where I'm standing. So there's no shortage of entertainment options on board A Place in the Sun. We hope, of course, that we'll be spending a lot of time on the beach and you won't be so concerned about watching TV.